How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff, not just Choujin X. We cover plenty of manga on the channel, so stick around, check it out, see if anything else catches your interest. But anyway, on to chapter 13. I'm a day later than normal with the review. I tend to get a notification at nighttime about the chapter dropping, and then after work, overnight, I will come home and do the chapter review in the morning. I didn't even know there was a chapter. So shout out to Anime DevilHunter. Go check his channel out. He's awesome for letting me know there was a chapter. He found it kind of weird that I didn't upload the chapter review yesterday and uploaded something instead. Yeah, good looking out. You know me. I appreciate it. So yeah, thanks for that. Anyway, getting into the chapter. Chapter 13 was awesome. It was dope. Choujin fights are dope. Simon is awesome. He basically, he pulled some Mugen Train shit. Not on like the Tanjiro level, because it wasn't like a over and over and over and over and over and over and over. But yeah, he just, anyway. So we'll get to that actually pretty quickly. It's pretty early on in the chapter. Anyway, starting off, we get a little flashback from Tokyo back when he used to play baseball with Ozma, mainly because Ozma was on the team. So back then, we already know that he used to just follow Ozma around. So Ozma played, Tokyo played. Ozma was the one out there hitting home runs. He's out doing his thing as we speak in the flashback. And then, yeah, so Tokyo's talking to this other kid. This other kid mentions, hey, have you played this game called Intellect? Tokyo's like, no, what is that? He tells him it's a video game about these super powerful bugs that have different powers and different specialties and all this and that, yada, yada, yada. And they are trying to fight the Beast Army. It's super powerful. So this is basically an analogy for the chapter, except it isn't a beast army. It is a singular beast in Shiozaki in his chaosified state. And all of our other characters are the insects with all their different powers and specialties. So yeah, getting to the chapter itself, past the flashback, Momoma picks a huge piece of rubble up off Tokyo and is like, can you move, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. Dumps that off to the side. So yeah, actually, we didn't see that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Tokyo is looking around like, where'd the building go? Wait, did Shiozaki do this? Oh my god, this is kind of impressive. Oh my god, Simon, ew. So yeah, he notices Simon. We also notice Simon at this point, and Simon's arm is all kinds of messed up. Bones are just jutting out of it. He took some damage. He does not look like he is in very good shape. So Tokyo's calling over to Momoma, telling her to come help because Simon's hurt. Simon's just telling him to shut up so he can concentrate. This is when Simon takes out a knife, stabs it into his throat, rips it out, about damn near kills himself. Well, would have killed himself if he wasn't a Choujin, but he is a Choujin, and he's a really smart Choujin. Well, not smart, but I'm sure he's smart, but he is an experienced Choujin. That is the not that difficult word that I was looking for. Anyway, yeah, so this, I assume, is going to really get the blood flowing outwardly. But either way, really get the blood flowing. You would probably feel a very intense emotion of some kind after stabbing yourself in the throat and just ripping the knife out. That would probably cause a lot of things to really kick up internally in the body. So this sends Simon into a self-induced kind of chaosified state similar to Shiozaki. He is a blade Choujin with pierced viscera and all the crazy stuff he's done. Yeah, he has all these blades just jutting out of one side of his body, and as he calms himself down, takes a few breaths, it all starts to recede and he returns back to his normal self. Remember, Choujin powers really run off of emotion. That's why when Choujin get really emotional, their powers can kind of burst out at times. So, by self-inducing this, you can basically make your Choujin powers really well up. And when that happens, your regeneration goes up. That's why Shiozaki's able to do all the stuff he's able to do and take all the damage we see him take. And yeah, so you can self-induce this just to heal yourself. I assume you have to be very, very experienced, as I assume Simon is. But either way, that was super dope. Anyway, at this point, he just runs off to go get Shiozaki. He's pissed. So yeah, anyway, we cut over to Shiozaki, and he is just an absolute mess in this weird Choujin baseball form. He's crying. His hat is falling on the ground, so he picks it up. Ellie pops up, starts yelling at him, so he just reacts. He really is kind of like a wild animal. He's like extremely depressed and extremely sad, but as soon as like anything catches its awareness, it's just not happy. Anyway, Ellie's just like, really, does this make you happy? Are you going to keep causing a mess for people? She says, I don't like people who do all this kind of stuff. I don't like people who are liars. I don't like people who are stealing. I don't like people who are making problems for other people. Is this really going to make you happy? Anyway, whatever, fine. You want to rumble? I'll rumble. Start shooting smoke out at him. Shiozaki's powers cause the smoke to just drop to the ground. However, this does cause a smoke screen to occur, which allows Ellie to fly above Shiozaki, grab him from behind around the neck, and just start letting off as much heat and smoke as she can, trying to basically broil both of them alive. And that was awesome. Ellie, from the very beginning of the series, did not start off on the greatest foot for me. If you go back and check Chapter 2, I was not a fan of Ellie at the first. I didn't really care for the introduction. That was not my favorite chapter. Progressively through the series, Ellie has done nothing but take step after step after step after step after step after leap to get better and better and better and better. I already love Ellie, and it's not even been that long. It was from Chapter 2 to Chapter... I liked Ellie before Chapter 13. But yeah, Ellie's dope. So yeah, just sitting there, smoking both of them out. Simon shows up, and he's just like, what is wrong with these amateurs? Is she trying to kill herself too? Jesus God. Oh, they're just making this more difficult. Oh, whatever. I can't get close now. It's up to you. Okay. And this is when Shiozaki just punches Ellie straight off of his back, sends her flying into the air. By the way, Ellie was super messed up, mentioned her leg was all messed up, and even in her face, just looks like she's been through the ringer. On her way back down, Shiozaki just catches her and just flings her off the cliff. Simon's just like, oh wow, that took 2.75 seconds longer than I thought it would. Oh well, screw it. I can go do my thing now. Alright, fine. So, yeah, Simon's really doesn't really seem that worried about Ellie. He's just like, I just knew that was going to happen. I don't know what you want me to do about it. So Tokyo comes running up, and he jumps up to save the day and catch Ellie. Simon looks at him like, Kurahara, you're gonna sink with her. What? Oh no. And yeah, Tokyo and Ellie both go crashing to the ground, but Tokyo does break Ellie's fall, which is good. And Ellie goes on to tell Tokyo, like, I don't really want Shiozaki to stay like that. I don't want him to be alone by himself. Like, I want to help him. Tokyo's like, right, I got it. Okay. So Tokyo goes up to try and help. Before he gets up there, Simon starts doing his thing, and Simon's just on the side of he's chaosified, he's a Choujin, he's too far gone, we just deal with him. This is one way Choujin end up. He even says that specifically in the chapter. It just happens. It's how they end up sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, he pulls out pierced viscera and just sends a ton, and I mean a ton, of swords slamming in, well, not a ton, but a lot of very big swords slamming into Shiozaki. They also did this thing where they like threw stuff at each other, and Simon like flipped over it or like did the splits over it. Just cool acrobatic stuff. Anyway, yeah, the cool part is slamming the giant swords into him. And yeah, he does not expect Shiozaki to be able to come back from this because Shiozaki's already been fighting for a minute. He's been going through a lot. He sent that whole building crashing down on everybody, assuming also possibly himself. He was kind of inside the building. But anyway, yeah. This is when Simon, in all of his glory, having won the day, all of a sudden starts sinking into the ground. And starts probably shitting himself at the same time. You gotta imagine the bowel movements are starting to sink toward the exit, just like everything else is starting to sink that direction as well. So yeah, he's kind of freaking out, like, oh crap, what do I do? What do I do? Really, he's stretching it all the way over here. This is bull crap. I hate chaosified Choujin. What the? Tokyo. What are you doing? Hey, stop it. Hey, we gotta deal with him. Go get Momoma. Tokyo's sitting there like, I kind of want to help him though. So I kind of want to try my own thing. Simon's sitting there like about to sink into the ground, probably in some pain. I imagine this downward force does not feel good. Like, oh no, you listen to me right now. I swear to God. Tokyo's just not listening to Simon at all. And we get a little snippet looking at Shiozaki himself right now, and he is sinking. He even feels like he is sinking. His head is barely above water. This is where I said we were going with his character, when we were talking about him being a pitcher with this incredible sinker as a pitch, and sinkhole Choujin, and he was going down a bad path in life after becoming a Choujin and not be able to play baseball anymore. He was starting to sink as a person, and now it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. This is where I figured we were going with him. I didn't know we were doing this exact stuff in this exact scenario, but yeah, this whole sinking thing. So yeah, Tokyo is just kind of thinking to himself like, okay, anything I throw at him is going to sink. If he hits me with stuff, I'm going to sink. What do I do? He's a really good pitcher. I'm going to grab a bat. Okay, this is a manga, so I imagine if Shiozaki throws something at him, Tokyo's probably going to hit it. But if we're being realistic here, those vulture powers better give you very good baseball ability. Otherwise, Tokyo, I'm sorry, there ain't no way you were hitting a ball thrown by Shiozaki. Ain't no way. He better be super weak in that Choujin form after taking all of those swords and stuff to the face, which he does look pretty weak. Shiozaki looks messed up. But okay, being on a more serious note, yeah, I actually kind of like this. Tokyo grabbing this like scrap piece of pipe or whatever and holding it like a bat. He is provoking that part of Shiozaki. He is provoking the pitcher. He's provoking Shiozaki. What Shiozaki loves is baseball. He's provoking that out of him. And also, on top of this, it is kind of just, I guess, the only thing Tokyo can really do is hope to hit something that Shiozaki throws back at him and then hit him with it after hitting it at him. So then the sinking power will hit Shiozaki and just take him out by himself. But I don't know. I don't know how exactly this is going to go, but I assume, yeah, Tokyo's probably going to hit the ball or whatever Shiozaki throws back at him. It'll hit him. Something will happen there. But yeah, I do like this because it does call to Shiozaki as a pitcher, as a baseball player, because that's what he is at his heart, even though he can't do that professionally anymore. So yeah, either way, I really love this chapter. This was super dope, super cool. A lot of really awesome stuff. Simon was really cool in this chapter. And I love it when Simon's on the ground like, Kurahara, you little, listen to me right now, I swear. Like, that was hilarious. I love that. And Tokyo just doesn't listen at all. But yeah, I can't wait for next chapter. I can't wait to see how this all plays out. I'm sure they will save Shiozaki. I'm sure they will win the day and do all the good manga stuff. I don't think Shiozaki's actually going to die, but I don't know. Maybe we set the tone pretty dark pretty early on. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. But yeah, I think Shiozaki's going to be okay at the end of the day. I think Tokyo's going to be able to do it. Yeah, this was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.